So hello, I'm Baudouin Thomas, and I'm the co-founder of Reimagine. My focus is on strategy and on business development and developing the network of Reimagine.
I'm Toon Liebaert. I'm also one of the co-founders of Reimagine, and my focus is on shaping and delivering projects together with our clients.
Very warm welcome, guys. You are here at the Digityser video studio, and we have you here because you've been nominated as the new startup of the year, new company in town. When did you start your company again?
We started in September 2018, so a couple of months ago. And we saw that, in fact, a lot of organizations are trying to implement AI, trying to really put things in production. But we see that a lot of companies, they are stuck into pilots and proof of concept. And so what we try to do as Reimagine is to make sure that you really do a project where you bring AI into production and deliver successfully.
And that's your role, Toon, bringing it into production?
Yes, exactly. So together with the clients, we first shape the project. So we look at the business strategy, the objectives, and then we look what can AI bring, what is the value that AI can bring to your organization. Can we help it achieving certain objectives? Can we improve the customer experience, create operational excellence? And then together with the ecosystem of different partners that we have, startups and scale-ups, we deliver the project end-to-end to make sure that the business case that we set up in the beginning, that we actually achieve it.
Yeah. Where are you based exactly?
We are based in Brussels at ICAP, and all the three founders are also from Brussels.
Excellent, that's very good. How would you phrase your unique offering?
So if we look at our offering, we are all seasoned professionals. So we are more a service organization, but we are also developing a product. And I will let maybe Toon explain a bit our product.
Yeah, so with the product, we're trying to help organizations to actually find the use cases that can help them with their business strategy. And it's once they select a use case, they can do a feasibility assessment. So based on different questions and the answers to those questions, they come up with a feasibility scoring that will say this use case is more or less applicable for your organization. And based on then, they can start prioritizing and implementing the different use cases.
Okay. And once you define, the project is defined, is there a specific technology stack that you will push forward?
We collaborate, in fact, with a lot of Belgian startups, Brussels-based or, let's say, more broad Belgian-based, and they all have, let's say, their own solutions. And we try, when we, let's say, develop a solution for the client, to be as much as possible future-oriented, and not to do a short-term project that is just serving the client for the coming 6 months or a year, but really to integrate that into the broader architecture of the client. And there, of course, you have some large players, not going to mention them, you know them, and of course, you go back to some of those large players. But we also leverage, let's say, the quality and the depth of what exists in terms of AI in Belgium, especially, for example, in terms of NLP.
Correct. So Baudouin, you've been in working with those bigger corporations over the past 25 years. You have built a serious reputation working with them as well in that analytical in their analytical world. How is it with the maturity level of these companies? Is the management of these bigger corporations in Belgium mature now, or and I would both from a very high point of view to more like a delivery and an implementation point of view. I would like to hear an answer on that.
What you see strategically, that most larger organizations in the last year now have built a data department. That's what you see, and they have developed some skills. So data scientists, so most of them have started doing that. So you have a separate chief data officer. Most of the time now it's even at executive level. The next challenge is you do not only have to have data and that are structured within your organization and that is decentralized at the end, because it needs to be transversal. Data department is transversal, but you also have now to add AI skills on top of that. And so they need, on top of the data skills, also these AI skills. And of course, that's also a challenge for an organization to recruit those guys and to keep them because you can attract them, but it's extremely difficult to keep them within a large organization because they are extremely demanding, and the profiles of today are different from the profiles from 5 to 10 years ago because they have other requirements than we have seen in the past.
Yeah. Yeah. What we also see in the field is the fact that a lot of organizations, they've been doing proof of concepts and pilots, but they do not really manage to put everything in production. And we see that the market is a bit evolving from a play garden for developers and engineers towards really a mature market where actual value needs to be delivered. And that is what we're trying to help those organizations with doing POCs and pilots. We're really trying to help them to put the solutions in production, also by making sure that the delivery is aligned with the higher business strategy and the objectives. To make sure those are aligned and that there can be actual value after the implementation.
Yeah. So you've been working on this startup for less than a year now. Would you do it again?
I would do it again, yes, because otherwise I would not have started, and we are having fun. So, and maybe your next question will be, why do you do that?
Maybe.
So what drives me personally then, because that's probably what you are looking for, is I'm passionate about innovation. And I'm also passionate about building things. And the most important part of it is also the people aspect. So working with the team, doing fun, having fun with the people. And I know that if you develop a good team, you will be business-wise successful. And so that innovation aspect, that people aspect are for me two central elements that is driving me on a day-to-day basis.
And what drives you, Tom?
Yeah, I follow Boudewijn that, and for me it's very important to indeed build something up with a team and deliver actual value to the clients. And it's always great to get feedback from the clients saying it is in production, it works, our end clients are happy with the results. We have created some additional customer experience. Internally there is operational excellence thanks to the solution that has been put in production, and that's something that's really great to achieve.
What are the challenges today for a startup like yourself today? So where are the big hurdles to make it a success?
But short term, of course, when you start a new business, you have to manage, let's say, clients who want to do things, but they need time to take decisions. And as a startup, you need cash to finance the people that you recruit. So that's probably the first challenge that you have as a startup, is manage short-term issues, which is cash, with long-term objectives. At the end, we also want to invest in a product to translate the business strategy into concrete cases for clients. So manage short-term with long-term, that's probably one of the challenges which we are confronted today.
Yeah. And also more operationally then, our day-to-day challenges is finding the right profiles, because by 2020 our ambition is to be with 20 people. And it's really finding the right profiles at the right moment, which is difficult. And also making sure that all the resources, they keep up to date about the latest trends, innovations, changes, reports, because AI is a rapidly evolving market and a field in general. And it's important that everybody stays up to date about the latest trends to make sure that we can give the best and the most up-to-date advice to our clients.
Mm-hmm. 20 people, end of 2020. Where do you see your company in a few years' time?
I think our company should be there by having impact on our clients with AI, because I think we can have impact with AI, much more than we even think we can have today. I believe it can really transform organizations if you implement AI in the right way. And that's also one of the more, let's say, higher objectives we have, is delivering that. But also the fun part for me is important. It must be in such a way that also our clients realize that it's really a transformation you need to go through, but that can also bring a lot to your organization if your people are open to do that and if you take the people with you.
Yeah. Well, if there was a prize for Rookie of the Year, it will be definitely you. You have been nominated for Startup of the Year. We wish you all the best, and we are looking
Thank you.
forward to have you at the DISUMMIT on the 26th of June. Congratulations.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
We certainly will be there.